the third in the series of Be Inspired to Excel. I'm delighted to say that we have Katie Birch with us today. She left GSAL in 2016, played international hockey for England, and attended the University of Iowa in the US, where she graduated in geography and environmental science. Katie, welcome.
Thanks for having me. Good morning.
We've got a few questions to ask you, Katie. Mrs. Bromby and I will alternate the questions, and you can talk for as long as you wish. You know we normally do. The first question from me is, what is your earliest sporting memory?
My earliest one is probably being on the side of one of my dad's hockey games when I was about 4 or 5, just kind of with my brother and sister just knocking about while he tried to play, I guess, and just, I don't know, it was a lot of fun. Like that was like a regular Saturday thing. So definitely my earliest, like just picking up a stick, having a knockabout, doing little ticky-tackies, whatever not. So probably that.
Excellent. And I do like the American accent that you've adopted. That's fantastic.
I don't. I hate it.
He's going to sell a lot of videos.
Okay, Katie. So, who or what inspired you to get into sport?
I definitely think my parents and my older brother, they had such a big impact on like us growing up. They wanted us to do everything, participate in as much as we could. You know, they were always like wanting us to be out and about, never inside. So definitely them, and they were always so encouraging, like just anything, like trying to play tennis was awful, but they were like, go for it, have fun. So definitely my parents, and then just always competitive with my brother and sister, so it was always like nice to have a little bit of sibling rivalry, which really encouraged it too.
And Katie, how old were you when you started playing hockey seriously, and when did you realise that you may have the potential to play international hockey?
I started playing seriously around 5 or 6. I used to just rock, like my dad's always been my coach, and he used to coach my brother too. So whenever he'd go train, me and my sister would go play like too, just join him when we could. I guess maybe realize potential around 13, 14, maybe stepping into GSAL and just kind of trying to excel there, going through like the single system with like JDC, JRPC at the time, up through the single system. I think that's where I was kind of like, maybe I could go far. Like, why not, you know, give it a go. So yeah.
Very good. And what you mentioned GSAL then, so what are your favourite memories of playing sport at school?
Oh, so many. I think every single time we went to the national finals was incredible. Like, it was an amazing experience. It was such a good group of girls, and like it was just so much fun. Like at that time, it was like, I remember just like every time we get the kit and we'd be like, ooh, like it was such a good laugh. And it was, yeah, I definitely think those. And then always like playing, just like, yeah, just hanging out with the team was always really fun at GSAL. Like, such a good group of girls and incredible coaches too. So those, yeah, just like everything.
Katie, you talk about your father being your coach, and obviously you played hockey with your sister, and your brother was a good hockey player as well. But apart from the family, who inspired you throughout your career to play hockey? And there could be more than one person in this answer.
I think David Beckham. When I was younger, I used to play football too. I always used to look up to him. I thought he was an incredible role model. So he was definitely, always wanted to be number 7. I was like, gotta like represent David. So I think he was a good role model. Serena Williams as well is a really incredible role model too. And then Alex Danson in the hockey aspect of it all, along with like Kate Richardson, Walsh. Like I always idolized those kind of players, and I wanted to be like a great player like they were. So yeah, definitely those kind of athletes.
Okay, so Katie, what made you decide to go to the USA over staying in England to do university?
It was actually Miss Bromby. You kind of like, you know, why not go out, experience it? I was very on edge for a while. I didn't want to be that far away from home. I had places at uni here, and then you kind of like, you know what, if you don't like it, come back. Just got to experience it, something different, and I did, and I loved it. Obviously there was like ups and downs, like I feel like there is in any of those kind of situations. But yeah, it was kind of like you've been like, just, you know, push the boat out of it, just go for it. And
oh, that's good. And I always say to, you know, because Rafa, I really wanted her to follow your footsteps, because I think she'd have been amazing out there. And I always try and show you as much as I can to the kids in school, to say, look, you know, just to broaden their, you know, image of what maybe university is, and especially if they're really sporty, because I think it's fantastic.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I'm glad you've done so well. So talking of the USA then, Katie, what differences, how do they approach sport, or do they approach sport any different to what you have been used to in the UK?
Yeah, so I think in America they do have put a lot more money into their sport over there. So like with regards to like kit, we were sponsored by Nike, which was obviously an incredible like treat. And then our facilities were incredible. We had amazing like opportunities with sports psychologists. We had our own strength and conditioning, we had nutritionists, we had our own like physiotherapists that would travel with us and stuff. So like the amount of like money that they can like put into it, I think that was like something that's huge. Also yeah, they have such a winning mentality over there that like everything is in it to win it. They've got to like, they've put so much money into it that they've got to win it. So definitely that kind of aspect of it.
Yeah, because it is quite interesting that we actually cover that in the A-level PE. So do you know the win at all costs ethic? So actually then, so was your training very different? And in terms of, you know, if someone wasn't, you know, performing to their best or actually trying their hardest, what would happen?
Yeah, so we trained during the season, we train at least 4 times a week for around about 4 hours, and then we play 2 games on Friday and Sunday, and we'd and then we'd travel either Thursday night or Friday morning. So like that was like a lot of time and effort put into that. We'd have to work around like school, and we'd have to get treatment and stuff. So that's kind of like they expected us to be at the facilities from our like time like slot was from 12 to 6 at night. So like you've got to plan everything around it, get your school in, get whatever social life you might have in, because you go crazy without it. And then from that, like the whole win at all costs, like if a girl wasn't performing like they expected, then they had every right to be like, okay, don't come to training anymore. Like, you know, like that is an extreme. Thankfully we never had it, but I do know girls at other schools where they've been like, you're not good enough, like thank you, see you, bye. And
wow,
it can be quite cutthroat, which is like, kind of scary, but they honestly, the amount of like effort and time that these coaches are putting in to like create these like national championship teams, like you can't have one like bad egg in there.
Yeah,
it is like such a high environment, so it can be quite
sorry, can I just ask, added on to that then, so out there are you generally playing for your university, or can you play for a club as well, or is it all about your university?
All about university. So in Iowa we were the only field hockey team. There was no other field hockey going on. All the girls were either out of state or out of the country, so we were the only ones there. And then throughout that, so like a part of the NCAA, which is the national governing body of collegiate athletes, you can't, like, apart from in the summer when you're out of season, you can't really play for clubs or anything. So unless you're playing for the national team, you can't be sponsored. There's a lot of different kind of rules and guidelines that go into it to make sure that these athletes aren't getting like money under the table. Like, it's not really big in hockey, but in football and basketball, like kids would get cars for going to certain universities, like, so they have a lot of things in place to prevent that from happening.
Right.
Yeah, it's just university basically is what it is.
And Katie, you've had obviously a few years now in the US, and we know the likes of Kirsty Beckwith, who went to play golf in the US. She went to university there as well. and we've got a few other people in school who wish to follow that sort of model as well. What advice would you give to those people who are thinking about going across the US to study?
100% go for it. Like, put yourself out. It is terrifying. You're 4,000 miles away from home, whatever not. But like putting yourself out there, like with recruitment and things, like you can make, like, the opportunity to make yourself stand out is ridiculous, and it's definitely something that I would encourage anyone to go ahead and take if they can. The scholarships opportunities out there are really growing, and I mean, I was so lucky to get a full ride out there. My sister got one too. So if you can, like, that's 4 years of free education from often incredible schools. Yeah, I mean, just like, even just like posting like the odd like thing to recruiters, or to like reaching out to individual universities as well, like coaches and teams. I definitely say go for, like, an incredible opportunity. Like, be silly to turn it down.
Good stuff.
So Katie, now you're back in England, what are your future plans?
I'm hoping to do a master's starting in September. I'm not sure where yet. I'm hopefully gonna get accepted soon. And then from that, hopefully retrial for England and go through the EDP and hopefully build up to the senior squad. Hopefully. So yeah, that's the plan.
Thanks, Katie. Sorry, Lynn, did you want to
no,
ask
I was just
going
to say, does she miss the US?
I do and I don't. Like, right now with everything going on, I'm very happy to be home. But I miss my friends, I miss campus, but you know, I think wherever I go, hopefully I'll find some people.
Excellent, Katie. I'm still loving the American accent, by the way. So just a last few questions now. And the only rule of these questions, as we've done in the other episodes, is you can only give me one-word answers or 2 words where applicable, because I think some of these questions you probably need 2, maybe 3 words, but no long-winded answers, and a quick answer. Okay, so first one is England or the US?
England.
Okay, sporting hero?
Serena Williams.
Savory or sweet?
Oh, sweet.
Favorite song?
Mamma Mia.
Favorite movie?
Mamma Mia.
It's an easy one. Favorite food?
Pizza.
Favorite band?
Ooh, Mamma Mia.
I'll let you have that one. Favorite teacher?
Oh, Miss Bromby.
Good answer. Best match you've ever played in?
Cranley National. Well, it wasn't an incredible result, but Cranley National Finals.
Good. I think Mr. Bromby agrees with you there. And favorite sporting memory?
Winning Big Tens this year, quite at the regular.
Yeah, you're allowed to explain. That's okay. Yeah. So tell us about that before we go. What happened there?
So we this year we had an incredible season. We managed to win our conference regular season and then our conference tournament. So in America, if you draw, you go into overtime. So at the tournament, we'd gone into a draw against Penn State, and basically in overtime, you play seven aside on a full pitch, and it's basically golden goal. And we were gassed. Like, we hadn't been given a break because the pitch had frozen because we meant to play Friday. Pitch had frozen, so we ended up playing Saturday. One Saturday had to play Sunday, so we were completely gassed, and we just managed to like hold it together to take it to overtime. And then we scored in the first 30 seconds, and I just remember screaming. But yeah, so it was incredible. I think definitely our hard work paid off. So
fantastic, Katie. If before we finish, if you were starting again in year 7, or what advice, let's say, would you give to a year 7 now starting at GSAL?
I think just kind of go for everything. I loved just the whole environment of being able to participate in so many different sports and stuff. Like, I was never very good at netball, but I enjoyed it. Just kind of like putting yourself out there and just like having honest communication with the teachers and stuff and other students, and just trying to enjoy it, I guess. Like, just have fun.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Katie, for your time. We really appreciated your time and your answers and all that. And I wish you all the best for whatever you get up to in the future. And thank you for taking part in our Be Inspired to Excel. Take care.
Thank you.